All right, Kevin. Time to get you a video on your boy Magnum here. Talk to you about what we've been doing the last 10 days or so. Um, First off, give you my first impressions, and then talk about the training, what we're working on. First and foremost, like I kind of told you, uh, as far as like conformation goes, he is stunning. Um, he's a gorgeous dog. I'm really happy with him. Actually, we just did a repeat breeding on this, and I really like the look that came out of these two dogs. I think his temperament is great. I will say this about his temperament: he's pretty alpha. He's pretty dominant, and he doesn't mind trying to dominate the other dogs. Um, so I am being a little bit selective about letting him. I'm not giving him any unsupervised time with the other intact males just because he's been pretty dominant. So it's not a big deal. It's fairly common with young alpha style males. But that's good. I mean, that's part of his personality. It's who he is. He wants to be in charge. Um, as far as health goes, two small things for his health. One, we've had some kennel cough going around the kennel. It's super common, especially this time of year. So you may hear him cough a little bit in the video. Um, Usually they cough for like a couple days and then it's over. It doesn't seem to be bothering him. I heard him cough a couple days ago, a couple times, but not anything that gives me any concern. Also, his foot, that back left foot is sore again. His pad is rubbed raw again. I think I'm going to uh, probably put him in a crate instead of letting him be on concrete. He's pretty high strung in the kennel with the other dogs, so we need him to chill out so that his foot can heal and get all the way healed up, and then we can get back at it. The good news is running around on dirt seems to be fine. But I looked at it; it's just a little bit sore. You can see where it's rubbed thin. The pad is thin, but anyway, not a huge deal. Little minor things, bumps and scrapes we manage all along the time. So what I'm setting up here today is we're going to work on force to pile, doing some pile work. And what I have seen is he's doing well with this pile. There's some things that we need to work on to polish this before we can move on, and I'll show you kind of how we're going to do that. One of the things that I need to know is what did you do for force fetch in terms of pressure? Did you do ear pinch? Did you do e-collar, toe hitch? How did you force fetch him? I am having a little bit of trouble with him dropping the bumper, being sort of a little bit lazy with it when he delivers to hand, and I'm having to reinforce fetch. I may spend some time just tweaking that to make sure we get it sharp and crisp. Not a big deal. It's something that we manage for dogs all the time. Also, I'm really glad you told me that that you're a lefty, so we need to put him on the right hand side. He has definitely wanted to do that with me, so I that's good. But the important thing is what I see is he has got just loads of drive, oodles of drive. Loves to go, loves to run the pile, no problems there. Has a great attitude with me. He is like immediately has been like my best buddy. Like he's a lover. He wants to be, he wants to work and he wants to work with you. So that's great. Those are things we definitely can work with. Um, but all in all, for a young dog, barely a year old, he's doing great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set him down right here. We're going to set our line, be right here by this bucket. I got a pile of bumpers that are down at the end of this lane. I am using a mowed strip. So we have a mowed path. You can kind of tell the taller stuff. There's still some snow in it. We got, I don't know, 3 or 4 inches of snow yesterday, and it's already mostly melted. It's in the mid upper 40s today, so all our snow is gone, which is pretty much what usually happens. It snows and then the next day it's gone. But anyway, so I'm going to run this pile. It's probably about 60, 70 yards down this lane. And so we'll give him, 5 or 6 reps and talk to you about how we're going to do this and then how we get on to the next part. So there you go, Wed. Right. Heel, heel, heel. So I'm using one whistle blast for sit. I'm going to use tweet, 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 3 short quick blasts for here. Right. So what I'm doing here, this is what I call discovering the pile, making him sit where I walk away, and then I'm going to toss the bumper to the pile. That makes it condescendingly clear to him that I want him to run to that pile, and we're going to do it repeatedly so he knows where we're going. This is also to help reinforce that steadiness that he needs to sit still when I blow that whistle. Back. And then we're going to send him on the back command. Nice straight line. That's a good line. I'm happy with that. Good enthusiasm. Good boy. I like the he ran straight to a bumper and picked up a bumper and came to it. Give. Good dog. Sit. Now, when he comes back in, I want to make sure he stays put. Back. Back. I can't remember in your video. I think you did say back when you were sending him. Good boy. Here. I like his enthusiasm on the return. He's running hard on the return as well as on the way out. And I'm getting the bumper out of his mouth pretty quickly. Back. Because I don't want to give him an opportunity to drop and fumble it. Trying to help him out. Good. This level of enthusiasm on the return is excellent. That's aces. That's what I want to see. That also tells me his foot isn't bothering him very much. Okay, now in this one, we're going to change it up a little bit. I'm going to stop him on the way back in. My son is over here off the side of the video. We'll wait just a second. He's distracted. Sit. Good. Back. Now, eventually when we're doing handling, we need to get him to stop. Here's how I teach the dog to stop. I'm going to teach him to stop on the way back. Good. Here. Here. Right here. Good. Heel. 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 Right here. One. Yeah. Good. Back. So the idea is if we stop him on the way back, we're not breaking his momentum. We want him to continue to go. He needs to go. We want to stop him on the way back. Good. Here. Yeah. Fetch. Fetch it up. Fetch. 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 This is where I'm not sure what you're using. Good. Sit. What you're using for fetch, if you're just saying the fetch word or if you had a pressure that you used. Good. Dog. Here. Heel. Sit. Good dog. So I think we've got a good start on pile work. We can work with this. We need some more polish. We need some more reps. But I think he's doing fine with that. He's good with working with me. The other thing that we've been tweaking on is looking at doubles. We'll do that real quick. Okay. We'll do them here, here, heel, heel. Good. Sorry, my son's behind the video, causing a little trouble. Sit. So I'm going to do one straight down the lane. That's going to be our memory. And then I'm going to do one across the way. Is the go bird? No, no. Magnum. Now I say the dog's name to send him on a mark. And I use the word back if it's a blind. Now we're going to line him up. This is an important part of teaching the dog to handle. Magnum is, of course, that he needs to cue off of my body. My body is what we're using to guide him, to aim him, and he takes that cue well. Here, good. Now fetch, fetch, fetch. Come on, fetch it up, fetch it up. Come on, fetch. Good. Yeah. Okay. So all in all, I think I'm really happy with Magnum. I think we got a great start. We got to work a little bit on that fetch and clean that up a little bit, and then we'll keep adding more control. It looked like in the video you had started to teach some overs. So after we've got some good progress here, where I can stop him and then call him in, we'll go to our other field where we can start to change direction, play a little bit of baseball with him, and kind of keep building. But all in all, I think he's doing great. In terms of like the, doing a season test, we'll talk about some of the elements that go into that. The tests that I'm looking at are towards the end of March. So we'll see if he's ready for that. If not, we don't run him. That's okay. But if you want me to run him, I'll be doing quite a few HRC tests this spring. So I'm also going to do some AKC stuff as well. We could easily put a AKC junior hunter title on him. We could do that too. So it's just kind of a question of, if you want me to run the dog, I'll run the dog. I'm happy to do it. He's certainly plenty capable. It's just a question of what you want me to do. So anyway, we're off to a good start.